And me having a 3.8 and 25 on the ACT, so no record, right? So the judge looked at this like it was a unique case, like it was just a mistake. End up doing my paper time, end up having to keep a job, go to school, whatever, for 10 years, you know, and no jail time. But my friend, unfortunately, one of my best friends, he ended up doing 18 years for that murder.
How's he doing now?
It's we motherfucker.
Hey, I'm the city paper. I clap at you. Come on now, what is this episode? It don't even fucking matter at this point because we've been rolling. Nah. What you saying? Season 2 on you bitches.
On you bitches.
Episode 15.
Is that where we're at?
I think it's 15. I think it was.
We came along.
Cause we had the remix 14.
Yeah.
We had the remix
Y'all had
14.
that bonus.
Yeah. So we back at it, right back around. Shout out to all the subscribers. We at 110. We climbing, you know, organically. I dig it. I appreciate it. That's on YouTube. Instagram, don't quite know the number, do you? Okay, somewhere in that area. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Got a special guest.
Very special.
Come on now. Legendary city paper. Legendary. You gotta put that in front of that. Nah, I'm a fan. Now look, I'm too hyped. No, I'm a fan. No, I'm a fan. Real shit. I'm a real live fan. That's what's up. Nah, for sure. Nah. Yeah. That's your shit. That's your shit. That's your shit. I'm crazy. I don't know how to do a little bit. You make that right?
Yeah.
Why you think drop right now? Come on.
I'm gonna tell y'all the full.
Okay.
I don't even do the interview. I'm gonna tell y'all my full thinking on it.
Okay. What's the number for somebody to do a feature?
I mean, to get me out to do a feature, it had to make sense, and it probably had to be probably 2,500, 3 grand.
That ain't too bad.
Yeah, it ain't too bad. To get me out and to just, you know, because I done told so many people no. You know what I'm saying? So it really ain't it's just kind of what space I'm in, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
So it had to be worth, you know what I mean? But it probably 25, 3 grand.
Okay, that ain't too bad.
Yeah, so.
That's nice. That's for a legendary version.
Yeah.
Is that the video too? You gonna hop in the video too? See what I'm saying?
Probably about 5.
See what I'm saying?
For both of it, because
people don't know that part.
Yeah,
people don't know that part. They don't know it's extra. They don't know that video extra.
is 1,500 to get yourself prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta look like a rap. I gotta brand my stuff out. So you know what I mean? To make that stuff make sense, man. You know the people.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta get an outfit. I gotta gotta have
costs.
a day set off, and just it's a whole lot to that.
No,
So.
I know it. Yeah. I was watching an interview with I think it was Yellow Beezy, and he said that he did a song with I think it was Offset.
Okay.
And he was like, "Look, I ain't gonna charge you for the video, but don't tell nobody." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the first time it ever dawned on me. Like, damn, motherfuckers do charge for the video too and the verse.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to hear none of that.
Yeah.
They need theirs.
Yeah.
But if you worth it, you worth it.
On time. Showing
Yeah.
up, spending a few hours.
Crazy, yeah.
Outfit.
I'm with that.
How you week?
What's today? Wednesday. It was cool. I was off like the last 2 days, chilled on Memorial Day, you know. Rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers. My daddy made it back. I'm proud of that, you know what I'm saying? He did like cool 30. He went to Iraq twice.
He did real big.
Yeah, Bosnia, Saudi Arabia. Pops done been there. He done been around. Yeah, no, for real. And he made it back, and I'm happy. I'm blessed. So, you know, but yeah, it was cool. I just be chilling. I can't let the stress of the world, you know. Yeah, now although it has, I was seeing the news and the tennis player, what's her name? Naomi, I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Yeah, the young lady.
Yeah. What is her name?
I don't know.
I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
Her last name kind of funny, but she been
dealing with some
last couple.
mental illness, you know what I'm saying, mental health awareness. People don't get that, you know, being a celebrity or entertainer, anything to get be in the spotlight, that shit fuck with your mental health. And you know, she was just saying like the press conference, sometimes it shouldn't be obligated because you know you're obligated to go to those press conferences afterwards, no matter how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just played a shitty game, if you just broke down.
Yeah, you got to this part of the contract.
Yeah, and that's what she was saying. She just got fined like $15,000 because she didn't go.
Yeah, because you know, you know, Kyrie and them be doing that a lot. That's why he get fined $50,000.
Yeah.
You know, you don't hear him like talking to the media.
Yeah.
But yeah, beginning of the season was getting fined $50,000.
Yeah,
Because
because you have
barely
to.
yeah, because when you sign, it's the licensing of the league
Yeah.
or whatever.
But the questions they ask sometimes can, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it can irritate you. But I
Yeah.
guess it's a brand of the league you
Yeah.
in, and if you're getting that money, I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they push the you know what I mean. So it's
I don't feel like they should make them though. I mean,
well, you gotta look on the other side of the perspective. If it's your business or whatever, you paying that much money because that drives the money in.
Yeah.
You know, the faces of it. To
makes
pay
sense.
you that much money,
I get it.
right? We need the faces and need to be,
yeah.
you know, so we can market it whatever kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So
Is
I
that
understand.
is that a Marshawn Lynch?
Yeah.
Is that what he did when he shut up but still went and they couldn't fuck with him?
Probably. Marshall Lynch was one of them that didn't talk to it. But yeah, but any league, most of them, that's in the contract.
You
know.
gotta go.
Yeah, because they're saying that's the likeness of the league and it makes the money for them to pay you that type of money. So.
Because he would go and say his
Yeah.
answer would be the egg question.
Yeah.
Shit, some dumb shit, But he went though. That's
But he
the point.
went.
But he
So he
went.
could get fired.
So if you understand, Kevin Durant don't like to talk to him. Him and Kyrie, they don't like to.
Really?
So if you notice when he talked to Charles Barkley, them they was laughing because he was giving them one-word answers and
Yeah.
stuff. So Kenny Smith and them, it was about a couple months ago, and it was like he finna do it. So they understood because he was gonna give them one. He was being real defiant and smart. Just about.
So he don't give a damn who it is.
Yeah, because it's like I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna get
Yeah.
fined to 50, but
Yeah.
that's gonna be I'm gonna get my point across. I don't want to talk to y'all. Kind of like so. Because they don't tell you how you can answer it.
But you just
Yeah,
be
you gotta
present.
go.
You
So
gotta
some
be
people,
present. But it was like with the, you know, she beat Serena, right?
Yeah.
She beat one of the. She
Is
beat her out
like,
for the title.
I don't even know if she grown.
She's the highest paid athlete.
I don't
they
even think
said.
she's grown.
Nah.
Y'all think she's like 7.
She go with the rapper Corday from the Y.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. But she was just talking about because I didn't know like they booed her and shit when she whooped when she beat
Nah, for
Serena.
real, they
booed her like the whole stands was booing her and Serena was like, "Why y'all doing that? Like that's a child. Like what y'all doing?
Yeah.
Like." And she beat her on the mishaps. I don't even think it was supposed to go down
I
that
remember
way.
that. I remember
And,
that,
like
yeah.
she was shocked that she whooped her. She was just like, "Oh shit!
Yeah.
Like did I just beat?" Like Serena was slick hot. Did you see her face?
Yeah.
She was sick. No, it fucked her up. Like both of the
That's
think
like a
about,
year
think
ago,
about
right?
that. Yeah, think
Yeah.
about the mentality that fuck like you on top, you just got bebop.
Yeah. I remember that.
I don't want to talk to nobody either. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to say right now. You know, but other than that, you know, I just been focused on my mental health to be honest with you. That's just that's where I'm in at. Yeah, you got to.
Pete, how your week been?
I've been good. Shit, man. I've been partying, like I told you earlier, since like,
Get it in.
man, since like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday, we went out again. And I was asleep because they trying to, get it out of me, and I'm still kind of tired today. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a little older, so it take, we can't do it like that. Yeah, so.
This is a special occasion going on right now.
Man, it just always be like that for me.
Yeah. What's your favorite spot to go to?
Man, so if I'm here in Nashville popping right now.
That's what everybody
Yeah,
keeps
it
saying.
is. No, it is. I fuck with
That's
it.
what
I fuck
everybody-
with it. I fuck with it.
That's
So
what
it's a lot
everybody
of spots.
keeps
Like, because I'm just well rounded. I fuck with the street. I fuck with everything. So I go to this week. Just take a microcosm of this week. Since Friday, I went to 3000 Bar, which is on Demumber, and went to Vibe, which is on Demumber.
Yeah, I know
Then
Vibe.
we left there. That was Friday. Went to Sensations. Fuck with Sean God and them. Then Saturday, my little son that play basketball.
Yeah, shout out
He was with some little kid, but they kids like 18, 19, but they was like they was performing. His friend was performing at Panovi's. So me and my wife went up to, cause he don't go nowhere, so we went to roll up on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause he was like, I'm at Panovi's. He was proud that he was out. And then that was Saturday. Then after that, we went to hold on, this Saturday night. We went somewhere after that. And then I don't know where we went after that. And then on Sunday we went to Minerva.
Yeah, I've been there.
We went to Willie B's. We went down 3000 Bar again. We went to then we went to this little spot. Some little kid went out. Some little young dudes got a spot on Jefferson. My homeboy and them used to have.
I was just finna ask you
My
about
homeboy and
this.
them had a gambling spot when I had a gambling spot too. Me and my homeboy, my dad, it was like 5 years ago. It was on Jefferson, right? It was some hood shit. But at that same spot, they got a little hookah bar. I don't even know what it's called. So I went there yesterday. Like some tea, it's like more of a TSU field, but it's right next to.
Is it by Slim and Huskies?
No, that's Buck Candy. It's on Jefferson, right across the street on the top of Jefferson, like in that parking lot, almost where they have the homecoming shit, but like by the Jefferson Street Church. That little that little parking lot before Family Dollar and Kingdom Cafe. It's a little parking lot right there. They got a nice hookah bar. Don't get no sign and shit. Yeah, we went there yesterday. But yeah, so I just move around if I'm here. Most time,
You talking about the L's?
it's right. It's back kind of almost right beside the L's. You know the little lot that all the street niggas used to.
I know where.
Not the L's, but the little lot right there. It's just a lot. And all the street
Where the
niggas.
grocery store? Where the store?
The old stuff?
Yeah. What is it? Where you at? What is it?
It's not the Elks. It's on the Elks end. It's right, probably right next to the Elks. That little lot right there. They used to have back in the day like a little, had a little hood spot, but we had a gambling spot like about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Right on the top of Jefferson, but you're the same place. I don't know, I can't get the trajectory, but it's Elks, it's Family Dollar, it's all on the same side as the Elks. It's Jefferson Street back, it's just a little lot, and they got a hookah bar, it's nice.
Pop.
Upstairs?
No, it's down.
Okay.
Yeah. So we went there Monday night. Yeah. They got it fixed up and everything there. So yeah. So if I'm in town, I just kind of hit out and you know what I'm saying. Then we might even go down. It's popping out the Antioch area. You got Lavo, you got Pharaohs, you got Soho, all of that. So I ain't really an Antioch nigga. I'm more of a inner city. But if we go out there, I can move around out there. So it's a lot of it's some money, it's some people. Because if you can have all these spots simultaneously. And people there most of the time.
Yeah, it's going down.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
Chris, what about you, man?
Reading and learning.
What you been reading?
About audio. Learn the audio side of everything. So.
Oh, you finna do your, what you call it, right?
The doc?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no wrong with
Yep. Learn how to make beats. Made about 10 beats in 2 days.
that. Okay, can I get one?
Yeah, I got you. I don't know if you gonna like these type of beats. they kind of slow. They
I like
kinda,
slow, I like melodic beats.
They're more of that
Jamaican?
Not just, I did make an island. I made an island.
We went like that.
Look like
I'm trying to think.
that's like your pina colada.
Conscious rapper.
Oh,
type
yeah,
of
yeah,
beat.
yeah,
That,
yeah.
that old Nas mixed with a little bit modern.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to
Yeah.
put together. I just show E like the sounds I'm trying to put together.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. What you got going on, big dog?
Just rolling with the punches.
You supposed to call me the other day. What happened? You supposed to send me a text message where you was going to the address or something. You never sent anything.
I got it grill.
I want some barbecue too.
We'll get it. We'll get it. Yeah, we'll get it.
Ain't that about it, bitch?
Who turned it?
I think it's mine. Alright, so we have a guest here. You know, if you like, you can bow your heads. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't holding y'all niggas' hands because, you know, I don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah, I know because you nasty. But, yeah, so, God, we thank you. You let us walk in here good on our own 2 feet today. You know, with the rain and everything, everybody made it in safe, and we thank you for that. And we ask that you let us walk out great, you know, better than what we did when we came in.
Mhm.
Thank you. Amen. 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 Y'all said it 3 times. I don't know why. They do in church, so that's what we do. We do that prayer every episode.
Respect that.
Every episode we gotta get it in. I don't know where it came from. I think he made it up one day and we just roll with it.
Respect that.
Yeah. So
This is episode 1.
episode 1. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is this? 15? Season 2.
Somewhere around.
Come on, man. We rolling.
Somewhere
Now
around.
we rolling.
I lost
We
count.
getting it in. Yeah. I like this season. We got a lot more guests on here to mix it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's cool. But welcome. Thank you for coming.
I appreciate
You
y'all.
know,
I appreciate
I
somebody.
appreciate you
I
having
appreciate
us.
somebody thinking about it. Sometimes, I mean, I like to keep it out there. I'm serious. I'm a Leo. I like it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so I appreciate it though. You know what I'm saying?
He funny.
Man, I ain't bullshit. Dude. Sometimes you like, damn, when somebody say something about
They
it.
still spinning. They still spinning your shit. Stop playing out
They
here.
do that. Like,
Nah, quit playing. They gonna
seriously,
spin it. That's gonna get. That's gonna get the
yeah,
shit.
that's crazy.
That's
though.
gonna get the club jump because I'm
Yeah.
hype. Listen, I'm not a
It's
dance
crazy,
flow, but if I
Yeah.
hear that, I'm just sitting
Man,
paper. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I
it's crazy.
stop playing.
That, I mean, they tag me all the time on. I mean, I won't even be. I share it and stuff like. And the other record. Actually, my favorite record I've done is not this one, but the one with your guy. I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with you, actors. I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, that's my.
come
That's
on
my.
now.
That's, but
Yeah.
they'll play both of
I'm
those
on
songs.
the, in the stage.
Yeah, they'll play
with
that.
a whole
like-
key. That's 1,000 pounds. Nigga, that was all 3. Hold on, I get the flow sheet.
Yeah.
Yo, no,
That's
stop
the shit.
playing.
That's the shit.
Stop
I'm
playing.
in my zone
No,
right
stop playing. I'm too hype. That's my shit.
You battle your guy.
Well, I battle Yo Gotti that's how I met him. I met him in when I was in college.
Okay.
So I battled. So the story is I battled him. I was playing for Ball State. I was playing basketball. Your guy was going to Southwest Community College, 03. Right? He was passing out CDs at the game. We played Southwest Community College, which was Shelby State back in 03. But I was the star player of my little junior college, Ball State up in Galveston. Just some junior college shit, 100 people there. But he was in college too, but he wasn't a basketball player. He was just going to college. And after the game, of course, I was on Pistols. Back in that day, I rapped with Pistol, and I was on Pistol CDs. So I was known just for being on Pistols CDs. See, that's what I was doing in high school. So people didn't know it. So on my little team, everybody was like, hey, Marcus at the time could rap, blah, blah, blah. Well, this dude, after the game, we played, and we was getting on the bus when we go back to Gallatin. And he was passing out CDs. So my teammates was like, my dude rap, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because I used to rap, and his Memphis dudes was like.
They knew you rap.
Yeah. So the Memphis dudes was going, he was like, my boy rapping back then. They like, what's up, get at him. And we had this little, so I got off the bus in my jersey. He was with his Memphis dudes, and we battled.
You and your guy.
Me and my guy, and listen, so we battled shit probably about 4 minute battle. He said some stuff, I said some stuff, blah, 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 blah. He was like, and then at the end of the battle, then the coach came, hey, get on the bus, because the white man coach thought it was something. He thought it was going to be something, yeah. So anyway, we got on the bus, man, crazy, man. 6 months later, probably 6 months later, man. He was in Nashville, and that's when he made I Got White show, the cheap price show. Right
That's
after
my
that.
shit.
Right, I had dropped out of school, junior college, and I seen him passing out stuff down TSU, and I was like, man, I met that dude, you know what I mean? And me and Lee, All-Star had hooked up with him at TSU, and me and All-Star was cool. So long story short, that's how we all got together. We got together and went to the club that night, hooked up with him, got stuff, and then we started kind of doing music with him. I also did Grey Goose and stuff, and I did a couple of songs with him, which is I'm a Hustler and all that stuff. So that's how we got that little relationship, but it came from just a basketball move. Whenever we stayed friends, I didn't sign to him, Lito signed to him, I signed to I&E and Loyalty Records, which it was a sub record label that he gave Lito, which was with Grind Hard and all of this stuff. So that's all, it was kind of the same umbrella, but it was Lito had got the first money, even though Lito was a year too younger than me. He had got the first money. He had took off a little before. I was rapping before him and kind of had a buzz, but we simultaneously had a buzz at the same time. In 05, that's when we made Grind Hard, the first Grind Hard. That kind of took off and Grind Hard. Then we made I'm a Hustler and Grey Goose and all that stuff. So yeah, it all came from the same little move though, like from a basketball battle.
That's what's up.
Now, let's go before rap.
Okay, cool.
You was heavy in sports.
Yeah, sports guy.
Football?
Basketball, really.
Basketball.
But I played football too, but my sport was basketball, but of course my daddy was the football coach. He just retired. Shout out to Coach Fisher, just retired from Hillsborough. But at that time he was at Pearl Cone. And my brother Buck and John Henderson and Ron Slade and all those people played for him. I was a little younger than him. Yeah. So our family's a sports family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. My dad was one of them state championships at Pearl, and that's kind of where I came up under, And my brother played for UT with Peyton Manning and won national championship. Then Ron Slade and went to UT and all of this stuff. So
you had a brother play for UT?
Yeah. My brother Buck Fitzgerald, he played cornerback for the national championship Tennessee Volunteers. And then, of course,
the team with T. Martin.
T. Martin, yeah. So my brother got a ring. Then you're going to know Big John Henderson from Pearl Cone. So 2 or 3 Pearl Cone players went to play for that team. But it started with my brother Buck. He was on that. He went there first. He played with Peyton, but they didn't win. Yeah. So if you look up the SEC championship in 2099, he's the one that beat Florida Gators. He was the cornerback chicken Jabbar Gaffney. That's my brother Buck. So we all did the sports thing, and that's kind of what it was.
He was football, you basketball.
Yeah, I was basketball. So I actually was player of the year at Hillsborough. So what happened? It's a long story. So in '99, I caught a murder case, right? And I was in high school. So basically, my dad was at Pearl Cone, but me and my guy. Bad story. We was involved in the drive-by shooting. I was the driver, and my best friend, which just got out doing 20 years, 19. They got him as a shooter, and unfortunately, like a 14-year-old from Joe Johnson got killed. Just some young shit. Yeah. We got in the fight, went over there, I drove the whole thing. And I got charged with accessory to murder and stuff. So long story, so I was transferred from Pearl Cone because my daddy was the coach there. So you remember, this is Joe Johnson and Preston Taylor type people. Who was the first one? It was me. So they slapped me on the hand. I didn't get no because I was in school, 3.8 student, 25 ACT. You know what I'm saying? The sports guy, being honest, and they kind of saved my life because they was like,
It's your senior year.
July 4th, born to my senior year, 17 years old. And that's why I wasn't 18, right? Boom, my friend was 18, just turned 18. Guess what?
That's what
I'm not even 40 now, 38, he 38, he done 18 years, right? Just got out doing 18 for the same thing. I didn't do it, I did a couple weeks. They gave me some paper, probation, because of, you know, my pops being somebody in the community, all of these good things, and I knew it to save my life. They looked like, man, and my homeboys in the head, I already dropped out. They looked at my head records. That's why I tell it's good to be a good person. Not saying I was the best person. I went because it was a mistake. You know, it was kind of drunk, just some kid shit, not knowing what was going to happen, and just words went to this, and my friend jumped out of the ring, just shot up everybody, and I drove. It was the whole thing. I was the first person on the news, tried for it, just because I was Marcus Fitzgerald, first team All-State. This previous year, nope, they knew nobody in the car, like, because they had already dropped out. They knew me. So before 10 minutes, I was already on the news so they got me first because of my whatever. Long story short, I bonded out. You know, went to court with my own route. You know, hey, that was just a mistake. I'm a good guy. You know. Philip Former came to was a character witness because my brother played UT. Listen, all of this stuff matter. And me having a 3.8 and 25 on the ACT, so no record, right? So the judge looked at this like it was a unique case, like it was just a mistake. Ended up doing my paper time, ended up having to keep a job, go to school, whatever, for 10 years, you know, and no jail time. But my friend, unfortunately, one of my best friends, he ended up doing 18 years for that murder.
How's he doing now?
He just got out. Been out about a year or two, man. He doing good. It's my homeboy. Yeah, it's my homeboy. Charlie's my guy. Just a mistake. Just you know, just a kid shit, man. So I'm real big on that. But I transferred to Hillsborough right after because at Pearl Cone went back this same year, but it was a lot of friction because the neighborhoods, right?
Yeah.
You know, the dude, R.I.P. to him. Young kid was 14 years old. So, you know, imagine he had brothers and stuff like that. So they getting at us. So I transferred to Hillsborough, got put out of Pearl, ended up graduating from Hillsborough. And my senior year, I got played a year too. I averaged 28 points a game my senior year. Here's the thing though. I had 5, 6 scholarship offers, and all of them took their scholarship back from that murder. I ended up having to go to junior college trying to do that route. And had my son at that same time coming out of high school. That's why he, you know what I'm saying? So I got a unique little thing. My little boys, I ain't even 40, and I got a son in college that I had them coming out of high school right there. So, yeah, and I just, since then, I had ended up just kind of like becoming a street nigga by default. What I mean by that is I was a good dude, but now you in the streets because you got this kind of over your head, some niggas getting at you, you know. And that's, so I would tell people I was a street nigga, and then for real one, by default.
Yeah.
On a mistake because now for the next 10 years, now my homeboy doing so he ended up getting locked up. Now I'm out, and they like, no, well you got you the one, you the one that got to deal with it. So I ended up having to give me a crew, end up having to get up out of that beef and live because you know how that go. And then I had to rap, and so it was by default. So, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of a unique thing. Even though I had good parents and raised right, I brag on them. So a lot of people, when they talk about me, they don't know. They're like, that dude really like that, but damn, it is that. Like, so they don't know until I explain. Sometimes I had to come on with something like this to explain the dynamics of it. Yeah. Because it's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? You'll see me at games and stuff like, damn, his daddy like one of the greatest men that walked this city. But then it's like me like that, but it wasn't really like that. It was more of a kid mistake, and then you got to deal with it. Yeah. Dealing with it. You might have to have a couple shootouts, you know, it's going down, and then you become that, and it's true. But that was kind of my life. So after that, when I went to college, I had my son. He was like 1 years old. Went to JUCO them 2 years, which I mean, got near 04, 05. I just became a full-time rapper and did that for 15 years, which I was blessed to. That was my only job, and you know.
No. Right before we go through commercial, is it fair to say no pistol?
Yeah.
No paper.
Hell yeah. That's my cousin. I call him. Yeah. So funny was so my son. That's Pistol's. Pistol's my son's uncle. So basically, I had a baby by his sister. The dude they called the murder cases is his other brother. So that's when we had a group called PJN. That's when he was me. So when I say his cousin, it's bad because I had a baby by. Yeah. So that's the family thing, and that's my Preston Taylor roots because I was having a baby by. So that's. There you go. That's the dynamics of it.
We're gonna talk about that right after this commercial break. We're gonna talk about that.
Episode 15, right? With the legendary City Paper.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Season 2 of the Jet Talk podcast. If you don't, you should subscribe and hit that goddamn notification bell so you can get all this. Or you gonna miss it. That's on you. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good one.
We gonna post so much. You know what I'm saying? But who else you don't know done did an interview with the City Paper?
Yeah, because I don't
like I ain't seen it. We wouldn't even do it. This ain't even an interview. He just came by to have a drink with us and a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all can just show me the footage of another one.
Yeah.
That's all I ask.
No, I ain't doing it.
You can't.
Speaking of shots,
Oh my God. You can't.
let's get one more.
Yeah, I had one.
Let's get another now.
Nothing is that what you call it?
Nothing.
Nothing. I can't, man.
Oh,
yeah, leave my body. I've been exercising.
Man.
You exercise? You work out?
I try to, man. I need to do more.
Me too. It could be better. That's how it could be better. But
it's definitely not consistent.
hold on, let me get my shot glass. I ain't gonna take it as a shot, but I'm gonna drink it though.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
real.
Shout out to your son though. He up there hooping.
Yeah, he's
you
doing
know what I'm
good.
saying? When they start.
Yeah, man, they actually got their first practice today, and man, it's crazy because we got
Yeah, y'all go for that.
Of course, the big thing was Master P and stuff. My son was him and his son was friends. They've been playing AAU since they was like 5th grade on these national teams, and he been knowing them. And he actually kind of got him to come fuck with him.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
But P, they moved here.
That'd be lit if y'all do a song together.
Yeah, no, and it's crazy.
I know it.
It's crazy. I ain't even talked to him because I don't really know him like that. But they moved here. You know what I'm saying? If you see Romeo Page, they like even yesterday, Romeo and them was up at State and they said they live here. I didn't know they was moving. Yeah, P, Romeo, and
No shit.
and they got a house in Franklin, but they moving here for the next 4 years or whatever. So I seen on Romeo Page yesterday. I didn't know. I just thought they was gonna see him. But the first day of practice at TSU, summer practice was yesterday, and Romeo was all. I looked on so he said, "Man, cash for my new home and shit." So LaMarcus told me yesterday that they was all up. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be sellout. So and the Gentry and my son.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, my son was the leading scorer.
He
last year as a freshman. So they kind of came and had to go through the proper channels because they know that he the only Nashville player on the team. So it's kind of mixed in perfectly. Because Nashville, because it is crazy just feeling like all the hype from whatever, but he's still the Nashville, like and then a lot of people mess with my son like a real home. He's a good kid, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people really mess with him. So I think that mix.
Yes.
It's crazy.
That shows.
Yeah,
that shows. That's
I'm proud of that.
Regardless of what you do, you can tell how you were raised.
Yeah.
I mean, at work saying the same thing. Boy, you can tell how some of these people were raised. You can. It shows. And I be like, I'm on the way to Stanford.
No, you can though. Going to that point of, you know why I never smoked. Going to that point of the case and stuff that I caught. Like I said, by default, it was like a young mistake, so it didn't fit. So I say the argument to your point of, I hear it even with a lot like Paper Man. Is he? You know, and I got an attitude problem. Like I'm real, like, and that's what I had to learn on standing in the middle. Like I'm with all of that. Like I'm one and I'm go zero. I'm like, but it's on because sometimes you can take people when they raise right. I believe when you raise right, you a lot of people raised right some tough people. What I mean by that is, I had 2 parents, but I was raised real good, but I ain't going for nothing. So it's like. Somebody say something, somebody like that don't mean you soft.
Right.
See, a lot of times people like, oh, so it's a misconception, especially for me.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
When they say, oh, he ain't this man, I had 2 parents and I brag on it, but I'm gonna get in your shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm one of them. So a lot of times growing up, you know, I went to the hood school, I went to Headfield, I went to West End, I went to Pearl, and my daddy being a coach, a lot of my friends, I learned to fight because they used to talk about my dad before he started winning. I'd be ahead middle school, and Joe Johnson, and say they big brothers, and they was playing there. First, he wasn't winning all these games, 94, 93, 95. They just talk about him. So guess what I do? I'm fighting everybody, right? If that makes sense. Or if I'm in the stands and somebody say, hey, your dad the worst person, so boom. To your point, so I learned to be tough just from being tough from I wouldn't go for nothing. That's a middle to that. But I'm just saying, I never went for nothing. If that makes sense.
I get it.
So a lot of times people are like, just because I had a daddy. Because I couldn't go home and get pumped out, if that makes sense. So I was tough. I tell people because I had a daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On the flip side, I couldn't drop out. I couldn't do none of that. Like I tried to drop out of school with my friends in 10th grade, and my daddy was throwing me out the window before I be throwing me out the door. I caught my case. I was like, I'm just gonna get my G down. Man, before I got done, I already had got in trouble. I already brought the police to people's house. He was jacking me up, throwing me out the door. You know, like whooping, like just roughing me up. What you gonna do? Yeah. And I transferred my ass to Hillsbury, graduated. Just being true. That's parenting. Like that's toughness. So I kind of try to debunk a lot of myths. Now a lot of people, I ain't talking about nobody. A lot of people could drop out and they could sleep on their mama couch. My mom wanna. I think that's spoiled. That's for a lot of you can drop out your mom still, like that happens a lot. Yep. And most of those niggas that tell on people and all of that. So it's different morals that I think when you raised with a dad, you know what I'm saying? I try to be there, for mine like that. So
ain't no wrong with that.
Let me ask you this. Go back.
Okay.
Do you remember that rap you wrote for Pistol?
Oh man. See.
Do you remember that rap you wrote for Pistol?
See, that's the part. That's the ghostwriting part of my thing that a lot of people don't.
No. That day you decided, I want to rap.
Oh, the one I wrote?
The one you wrote.
Oh, no, this is...
That put you on the record.
Oh, this is crazy, though.
That put you in PJE.
That's crazy. Yeah.
You remember that rap?
Man, so the first one, the first two, I don't know if y'all know Demo. With Demo, that's who Pistol rapped with at first. Demo, he had a classic CD, Money in the Power, that was 96, right? Then he had Baller Holland, which was 98. With those two, I was in the group then, but I didn't make the cut. All right? He got his brother and his cousin, all these people that was in his family that I always used to make the CDs. Now, two reasons why they made the CDs, because they had dropped out. They was my age, but they used to record during the day, right? So this is why I always wanted to drop out, because I used to miss these big records when I was in high school, right? Now, boom, let me tell you who else was on these CDs. D-Tay, Young Buck, all of these people was my age, but they was making all these CDs, but they record all day on Music Row. This is when you had the big studios. You know, you got the drug dealers that Paul Woods, Demo, they'll have these big studios on Music Row. Where they in there recording all day these different songs, but I'm in school. With all the songs that was making it, you know, it was like a cheat song I was missing. So the times where I did record it, the weekend those songs wouldn't make the cut. So I was the only somebody that never made the first two CDs. The CD that I did make was called Speedballing, and that was 99, right? Now this is kicking my dough in, and it was a class. I was saying, if you go back to a Pistol CD, Speedballing, I'm 17, Lamar, blah, blah, blah. Well, I was in high school. So that's the same year.
You weren't paper yet.
I went, that was with PJ and Lamar. So boom. So I'm in high school, and we talking about 17-year-olds, put 17. Okay. That same year, we was getting juiced up because I made that CD my junior year in high school, and I was on 5 records. I was on 5 songs on one Pistol. Speedball. Now see, so now you remember, if you on 5 records on Pistol CD, which is selling 100 or 200,000
out the trunk,
real cases. Yeah. Look how hot you is in high school. In high school, and I'm a basketball player.
Has anybody else been on that many?
No, and that's into your point, big homie. That's what propelled me. So boom. Then also that same year, this is 17 Speedball come out in June. We catch the case. That's how much we was amped up. We caught the case in July. But not only I do 2 or 3 weeks in jail, but I bond out and come to Hillsboro at 17.
Are you the man?
What? With a press and on 5 songs on the hottest CD. That's what kind of, and then I got that team. Boom. That's when it went up.
When you go to City Paper though, when you changed?
So I did. I was Lamar. I called myself Lamar, PJ and Lamar. So I graduated from high school in 2000. I went to college for 3 years, right? And I kind of was still Lamar, but I was playing basketball. I really wasn't worried about no solo CD. After the Yo Gotti battle, I came from school. I graduated from Ball State. I did 3 years up there. I just got my associate, but I graduated. I was supposed to go to another year, so basically go to junior college to get a 4-year scholarship somewhere. You go to junior college hoping to get a 4-year offer or whatever. I didn't get one, whatever. So I was like, I ain't finna go try out nowhere. Go to Tribeca, and then so I came back kind of in limbo, right? I started working on my solo CD, and started calling myself Young Paper. That's what it was.
Young Paper first.
Yeah, so I don't know who, I think I don't know why I gave myself them, but it was Lil Mark, aka Young Paper. You know what I'm saying? So that was 04. And that CD I made in 04 was my first CD called Real Talk. Real Talk. Now, Real Talk, what I do, I had help my boy J1, my boy Slay, Sticks. A lot of people love me out because I had a lot of group effort to pay for it. I know J1 got me Quani. See, I was a fan of these dudes. So I had Pistol on there a couple songs, but I had Quani. Quani charged me $2,500. We paid them. I paid Big Lou. I paid Stack. All of these people had Bezel Gang on it. So my first CD, I came through the right way.
Yeah.
Man, dude, I had everybody. So Bezel Gang, but Bezel Gang went to high school with me. So they went to Hillsborough. So I had Fade Eastwood, which was at Hillsborough with me. You know, we had a studio in Hillsborough. So a lot of this stuff kind of organically came together from who I knew. But I did that CD. Then I had Lito on there, early All-Star, which was on 3-4 songs, Primetime, Whip Gang, 252 grams, all that stuff. Now me and Lito had so much chemistry, we started Grind Hard together. And that's when the Grind Hard started in 05. And if you look at Grind Hard as me and Lito, that's when I was telling Roy, going to Roy, I was so powerful that people don't, when he said that we can do stuff with collaborators, I was too big because I had Pistol, I had Lito that done CDs with me. Grind Hard is me and Lito passing the briefcase together because it's our group. You can't, so if you can let me do, which he said we could do collabs. He said he came up with the rules. I said, I got CDs with Buck. I'm the only person who got 2 CDs with Buck Gas 1 and 2. Then we did 40 songs. So from Oh My Lord, so I was the only one that had from Yo Gotti to Lito to Pit Light. I'm the only one. So I knew I was way. I don't think nobody really put all of that together. Yeah. I really did. I think my career.
Did you know at that time though?
I knew, and I also knew this though. Not to toot my own horn. When I come in the studio, man, I knew that All-Star, Starlito, Young Buck, Pistol, Yo Gotti, all of them think I'm one of the greatest of all time. They all say this, they all get right here. And that's what I know they say when he come in the studio, he's different. I got the respect from all of them. So I knew that, I'm like, damn, nobody don't. So it kind of brought me out to remind people. That's why the thing, to your point, I was mad saying I'm a hit maker because you brought me like I'm mad now because I'm a hit maker.
Versus
Yeah.
Listen, when you told me he was coming, I was hyped from that point on because I seen it. I said, my nigga turned up. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you say, bro, you talking about at the verse?
Yeah, at the verse, because we talked about it earlier off camera. So I brought all that to bring it in to say, a lot of people didn't put my career with so long, and I'm glad. I appreciate even this podcast because until I explain it, it makes all the sense. Starting from, you got to go to the high school from Pistol to Lito to Grind Hard to Young Buck. You got to go, and it was so unique that I had personal relationships and songs and stuff to prove it.
That's how it's done, though.
Yeah.
Our personal relationships.
Yeah, and this stuff was like, it ain't like me paying up. These are people who. Me and Lito was in Grind Hard. We started it together. Grind Hard 1 and 2 from the Fuck You Mean You Lying to Grind Hard. What's up, Bluff? All that stuff.
Hey, listen, I was a fan. Listen to me. Me and my little brother, listen to me. We were fucking Grind Hard fans.
Grind Hard was lit.
No, stop playing.
Grind Hard was lit.
We was fans. I wish Pre was here. Listen to me. We was fans. I'm a fan. Seriously, stop playing. I'm a fan.
Yeah, from Cook Up Boss, from Cub, he had a song called I'm Twack. I was the first one that made all this stuff. So we was organically
that's lit.
as a group, but it started for me from infant stages, from the PJN. That's why I always say the Cuz, I call Pistol Cuz. I say he's the greatest of all time because he did it at that level and put me, like you, to your point, it wouldn't be me without Pistol. So I always give my head and give reverence, to him. And then it goes down the list, but for me, a lot of times I didn't make a lot of CDs because I didn't like rap like that. I made hits, right? So if I do I'm a Hustler, it'll go for
Singles.
3-4 years, and I just be getting 5,000. So I'm just kind of, then I might do a Dope Boy Swag, then it come B12, and then it come all of these stuff.
Oh, you gonna rap them songs?
Yeah,
That's how you supposed to do it, though. If you make good songs, you can ride those
Because
songs.
sometimes you can do more in a clutter the pot.
It's saturated.
Yeah, it's saturated. They're not even on this
They don't
attention
even wanna
time.
listen to that
Yeah,
shit.
there you go. Well, there you smart.
When you have an album, people only have
facts,
people
facts.
got certain songs anyways.
Facts.
You got the songs
Facts.
they play on the radio.
That was my
You-
treatment.
Yeah.
That was my treatment.
And
I didn't want to overdo it.
That's
So I only
it.
had
He
5
had to overdo
CDs
it, though.
in 20 years. It's only a
Shit
pay-per-view
still
1 and
bumping.
2 and a
Wait a
couple
minute.
more.
Was Dope Boy Swag first?
It was second. So Dope Boy Swag was, I'm a Hustler was 06, 07. Dope Boy Swag came in 2010.
Okay, let's
Sorry,
stop
yeah,
right
yeah.
there, stop right there. Hold on. Wait a minute. Was Dope Boy Swag almost not recorded?
Well, Dope Boy Swag was I'll tell you a funny thing. So I was still Young Paper before I made Dope Boy Swag. When I made Dope Boy Swag, when I said I'm the City Paper, the song was getting so many legs. I changed my name to the City Paper, which is THA. I branded all of that. That's what part to my marketing stuff. It was so much I'm the City Paper. I made so that was almost when I made that record and I did that thing and had that part, and it was 5,000 people. I knew I had arrived to a whole nother. It was going so quick. It went from 500 a show to 6,500, and I was getting 6,500 twice a week for 4 years off their record. It was and then I went to I'm Ready, and if you notice, if you listen to 101 right now, it's still my imprint getting paid for that. So if you listen to the radio and say I'm Ready, that's me from that song. So much stuff that go on and people don't even put together that I'm like I'm big, but I don't unless you have podcasts, which is going back to y'all and stuff that you explain. A lot of times, especially from social media stuff going so fast, you don't put all of this together. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really put all of this together to say, you know, that this is what it is.
Where did Dope Boy Swag come from? Like, how did you?
I don't know. Like I'm gonna be honest, Broadway. Shout out to Broadway. Broadway done that beat, and this when he did that beat. To my man here, the camera guy, talking about your beat. Sometimes beat people. When they give you the beat, it's not the vision that they got. Because when I did the song, Broadway hated it. They said, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, I say I'm honoring whatever. Now it's the first time that I went over the beat guy. Like, shut up, man. I had my whole swag because I got confidence too. But he didn't like it. He wanted me because I was saying the details of it. I was giving adjectives before the noun, right? And I broke down the song. I wrote it to the point, so-and-so boom, so-and-so boom. If y'all notice, I'm tuning my own horn again. When people die, you know, that's where this came from all around the world. Bo Tough, right? I had Bo Tough, you know. So when somebody say, you know, when somebody die, R.I.P., so-and-so tough, you see that it came from me. So I was spun from that song. Rondell, Chunks, Bob, I was just giving an adjective to all of these great people in Nashville's now.
It's Bow Wow, the little show about.
Yeah,
that's my guy. Shout out to you. That's my motherfucking thug. Stop playing.
Yeah, Bow Wow.
Out west.
So I said,
Listen
Bow
to
Wow,
me.
not
And
the
Bow
Bow
Wow
Wow,
had
but
the
yeah,
motherfucking dodge.
thanks.
Listen
He's
to me.
smart.
No, listen
Yeah,
to
smart.
me. That is
Yeah.
my thug. Shout out to Bow Wow, like for real. No, I always want to ask, like, cause
So
I
the
be
song
like,
was just going around saying an adjective to somebody's name, you know, just giving it in a playful way. So even that song has skill to it. Now I'm saying it seems like it's just something playing, but it was skill and it was a method to it, if that makes sense. So the whole song bop 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 was a cadence. So I understood that, and I understood the metrics and the nuances of making records at that point. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, that's what's up.
yeah.
no, I'm too high. That's my shit. No, that's my shit. No, listen, cause you like I'm an artist. And people don't get that, like, why you ain't? My homie asked me the other day, you stop rapping? Nah, but it ain't like you. It don't just happen like that.
It don't.
You gotta.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I asked you that question. How did that? I want to know how every hit. If I could go back and ask every artist how their biggest hit came out, I would write a book. Think about that. When you read that shit,
Yeah, it's something to that.
every artist, their biggest hit, like Lil Wayne, I think his biggest hit was a milli.
It might be.
To today?
Yeah, or maybe go DJ. Or one of them.
Some of them, one of them motherfuckers. What was you
Go
thinking?
into that.
Like,
Go
what was
into
you
that.
thinking when you wrote it? You know, what was you at?
You trying to get here?
I'm trying to see it.
It's stuff to go into that.
That is
like,
some
seriously.
crazy shit, cause you hear some ridiculous story. Like he said, shit.
I was going around the city just
You know what
giving
I'm saying?
respect to the
Yeah.
people, and I knew that they'd bring people in, and also having the cadence and the melody to that. But people don't know really
Did a
the
hell of a
dynamics of it.
job.
I was
Did a hell of a
saying an
job.
adjective before the night, so I did that the whole song.
You did a hell of a
So,
job.
so, what do you listen to
Oh man,
today? What do you bump?
And that's the crazy part, and that's why like having a son, and I grew up with my son, and he grew up with me. You know, I was one of those dudes that had a separation from the old dudes and the young dudes, but now I don't, because he got me into it meshed, because I was with him every day, and he forced it, like, you gonna ride with me, listen to this. So I got a mix. So I do like some of the I mean, I like a few. I like the new stuff. I like the Memphis dudes now, the Pooh Shiesties in the 30s and and then my homeboy, one of the people, the band play where I help band play start. So I'm proud of him. So band play do the beat. So he do all of this stuff with Pooh Shiesty and did the Megan Thee Stallion and stuff. So I'm proud. So his songs, you know, and plus I told you I go out a lot. So I like music. I like club stuff. You know what I'm saying? When I get in my car, sometimes I still go back to older stuff, like people. I'm just still stuck on the old Jay-Z's and the old stuff. So, cause I'm a lyric guy, so, and then I'm not too conscious either. So, and I'm still a beat person too. So I like slaps, I like trap stuff, but I like Lil Baby, Lil Baby Cole, cause he's spitting like it's a street nigga, but he's smart too. He elevate like I fuck with him. I like Drake. I think Drake probably best about. Well, I'm a Jay-Z pop, but Drake I think right now is top 5 of all time. I don't care whether the old people say Drake done did that much.
He done did his.
Where I think he's top 5 rappers of all time.
Yeah.
Right now, I think it's Jay-Z, Pop, Biggie, maybe, but Drake is.
He should be mentioned. He should be mentioned.
Who else?
Probably Nas, maybe Eminem. It's about 10 of them, right? But I'm saying Drake has an argument in
anybody's top anything.
But they don't really say that a lot. All the old lyrics do like I don't see that. I don't see that.
People are afraid to.
Yeah,
That's
facts. And see, homie, I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo. I say whatever. Like I got confidence and I stand there. I do some things. Even on Facebook, I might say the old Pearl Cone team, which is my son. They went to the state championship and they was 28-0. They better than the new Pearl team, which my son played on, better than the old ones. And I went to school with the old ones. That's Ron Slay and all these dudes. And everybody like. And I said, man, look at that shit. Them dudes, y'all couldn't even hardly play or dribble but I say stuff because I'm more of a young.
Come Real Stewart got a good argument with them too.
I know it, man.
Come and start some shit with you.
He do, man. You know, I grew up with Conroe, played Great Mile together. He be the same, man. So I grew up with him hard, and he just that's my homeboy. But he started some shit. Yeah, he do.
I'm gonna give you a few names.
Okay.
Give me one word.
Okay.
Clarence Clay.
Oh man, legend.
Demo.
Shit. Innovator.
Buddy Love.
Greatness. Yeah, that just yeah.
Paul Woods.
Oh man. 90s. Just remind me of a whole name. Some of the era. That's the 90s. That's the 90s.
Pistol.
Go. Oh, I'm gonna see it in public. Greatest of all time.
And last but not least.
Rest in peace to Mont too, brother. That was my guy. You know Psycho Boo?
Come on,
that's my guy, man. Shout out to Psycho Boo. They're my peoples, man.
Hold on, I gotta stop it. Hold on, I gotta stop it though. I'm glad listen, I'm gonna stop. I'm glad I'm here. For anybody to mention Psycho Boo.
That's my guy.
And Moneymaker.
I've been knowing Mont for years.
Moneymaker taught me everything I know as far as the hustle and far as that was my big homie. So Moneymaker, to your point, so that group was PJ.
Yeah.
And there ain't number 6 people. It's me, Mont, Psycho Boo. He couldn't really rap. He couldn't really rap.
That's my guy. Listen, I love it. He gonna bring his funky ass on this show.
Psycho Boo.
We gonna have a fucking PJN reunion.
Yeah, so
all of them, Pistol,
Charlie, Mario,
man, all of them.
Yeah.
My guys,
It's crazy.
man.
That's crazy.
I've been knowing Boo since I was like in the 7th grade, 7th, 8th grade.
Wow.
That's my
I
guy.
hadn't seen him in a couple of years,
I ain't seen him either, but I
yeah.
talked to him like recently on Facebook.
Psycho Boo, he's the original PJ.
No, he is.
He was before me.
He's still screaming PJN. He's still screaming
That's
PJN.
the funny part.
He's still screaming. No, they still living.
It ain't mine. Yeah. I fuck with it. Yeah, I'm like, bro. And me,
Pistol,
a lot of times I don't get because I kind of evolved with I ain't gonna really hear and let you know, like, I'm the original PJ and I'm PJ Lamar.
The original PJN members be.
But it's like, it's crazy.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Shout out to the whole West Side.
Yeah,
I lived on the West Side. My brother was killed on the West Side, but rest in peace to him and my other guy. But I love our West. Nigga, ask me where I'm from. I'm allowed to tell you 40. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I survived it. I survived it and came up out of it. I love the jungle. That's but not for real. This guy's a cool
Psycho Boo.
guy. Listen.
Psycho Boo.
Like for real.
Man, that's funny.
That's my guy.
He was our energy guy. Psycho Boo was our energy guy.
He got so much of it. Listen,
it was crazy.
He's the first person to taught me how to roll a joint.
Yeah. It was crazy. He was our energy guy. Went to the real quick, we used to go to shows and we used to wait on Pistol till like 2:30 in the morning and I was always the youngest one, but I was always on the track of time like, damn man, we'll be leaving the show with Psycho Boo. He was our driver and he driving crazy and Mike, man, they stole powder. Man, they got powder. Listen, I'm in high school, man. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna do no dope but nothing. But listen,
them guys was
so to you, I grew up like so fast from dealing with them. They was 10 years old and I was in high school, so I was the only one. And my mom used to have to sign me out and say, and my mama knew Pistol and knew, used to have to talk to him like, take care, even Paul. I talked to Paul this morning on the phone. Paul lived in Atlanta, but then 20 years, and my mom used to, and Demo, come and meet them dudes. I had a good parents who like, man, he gon' y'all be, they signed a contract, take care of, you know what I mean? And so they all looked at me. I had this much, a level of respect because all the big homies, they looked out for me and I knew them personally. So I was one of the people who like, man, I was with Pistol, I was with Paul, I was with Demo, I was with Bo, I was with Mark. So all these like firsthand. So when I started rapping, I was spitting all that shit. They was like, damn, hi. And these the same people they get out, they gonna call, they gonna come see me, whatever. So I had a different type of, but it was from my parents saying, man, y'all take care of my baby. I'm being honest with you. So
that's what's up.
It was cool. It's cool to know. And then I didn't know what, Paul Woods, we got caught in this Benz before he went to the feds. Me and Slay, we had the Benz he bought from Shaq. So I was the first person. So you gotta remember, I'm first off in murder case. I got the Benz at the prom. I'm the one with the big. Yeah, I'm 17. I drove it to so all the pictures of me was, damn, this dude was bigger than life. I'm 17 and the Benz and the prom with the 6 up top, the rear goes. So I was different back then, so it was easy for me to get on.
I enjoyed this. Thank you for coming, big dog. Nah, I appreciate you for coming. For sure. You come back anytime. Anytime. Yeah.